So I'm gonna start this video a little different. I know I normally start with welcome to another video, blah blah blah, but I wanted to talk about something that's been bugging me for a long time. And now that I actually have time to work on stuff, and I've been watching a lot on YouTube, and I never realized how bad this whole Manosphere crap has gone out of hand. And I feel this message goes out to any of the male artists in the community that watch my videos. Um, Obviously, there's not a lot of artists that kind of fall into that category, and if they do, I don't see them really getting their art out there. I just want us to kind of focus on being a good light out there, help people. If you see an artist struggling, just be there for them, not alienate them, and show what it really means to be quote unquote, you know, alpha male. I just don't believe in that title. Maybe it's just because I'm a girl dad. And I've seen some of the dim-witted kids that have gone out with my daughters, and I've seen the really upright kids, and the ones that I usually think that are really upright and are, straightforward and kind-hearted. Those ones usually don't follow this quote-unquote alpha male um, alpha male code, as you would say. I see a lot of um, young men out there who kind of need that guidance, and I think it's really important that we, as artists, and that's all artists. I'm not talking about just artists who draw. I'm talking about people who make music, video editors, painters. Through our art, we have to, right the ship. And this whole idea about masculinity and femininity is down to the individual. And, when we start to dictate what people should be like, that's no longer this free society. That's tyranny. You don't fall into a box. And I can tell you from personal experience, when I was younger, I was an a-hole. It didn't start to click with me until I got a little older, and I had to change my ways, and I think it served for the better. So that way, when I actually started actually getting out there in the art world, people were like, "Oh, you're not like the rest of them," because they see this big muscular dude. Well, I used to have muscles. Being stuck in bed, I'm not that muscular anymore. But I'm an ally to the LGBT community. I don't think that war is necessary. There's so many other ways to get stuff done in this planet. And because we are a global economy now, it blows my mind thinking that now we can actually pick up the phone and talk to somebody in China, or, well, not China at this moment, but my buddy in Japan. I see him all the time on Steam. I can play with him. And as a kid growing up with Super Nintendo, there was no LAN parties until I got into my teenage years. So if I can keep all these friendships and all this diverse people around, why is there so much hate for diversity? I mean, you can't be closed-minded and be an artist at the same time. It's I can't find the word, maybe because I'm so amped up. Because I've just been seeing it so often, and I'm trying to regulate my algorithm on YouTube so it doesn't pop up as much, but it seems to be like this big thing, and seeing the downfall of it is kind of cathartic. But being an artist, you have to be able to be inclusive and be appreciative of every diverse people. And I don't hate any group of people. I can hate regimes, I can hate governments, like I can't stand what Russia's doing right now. I can't stand what Iran's doing. I can't stand what the United States is doing. But at the same time, the people that live in those countries, for the most part, a lot of those people don't feel the same way. I have a ton of Russian friends who used to do cosplay. And as soon as all this happened between Ukraine and Russia, I've lost contact with them. I don't know if it's because they shut down, access so that the Russian people can reach out and, use the internet. But I don't talk to them anymore, and it's kind of a bummer because, they were super talented. And that's why, I have a problem with this new wave. I guess it's not really new, but this new idea that we have to be super masculine and super, macho. I know that's a word that we haven't used before on this channel. Unless I'm doing my Macho Man impression. Okay, I'm okay. You know me, when it comes to wrestling, I kind of pull a 180. But yeah, the main reason I'm making this video is I honestly think when it comes to being an artist, we have to break away from that idea that we're closed-minded, because any really good artist out there is not going to get seen if their art is very closed-minded. Like, you see all these MAGA artists. The only people sharing their art are the MAGAs, and they're getting smaller and smaller. So I'm not too worried about that. But I just wanted to get on here because there are a lot of younger artists out there, and some of them watch the channel. And I want to tell them from the bottom of my heart, I know you're still growing. Just don't let it become this, this new identity for you. You shouldn't have to kowtow to the demands of society in terms of who you're going to be. You should be who you want to be. And if you create art and it affects somebody positively, then you've done something much more than these Manosphere people are doing. So yeah, I didn't want to make this a long video. I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes, but I get amped up, and being kind of stuck in a wheelchair and stuck in bed, especially creating stories, I've just been thinking about how well can I create a story that's going to, touch on the issues that are important to me. And raising two girls in this world is terrifying, because one of the things that one of my daughters always wanted to be was in the military, and now that seems so scary for her to do. And I never wanted to be one of those parents that say, yo, you can't do that. So I'm trying to be even keeled. She's not old enough to join yet. But those are some of the things that always freak me out. And I just wanted to put it out there. And I know it might divide my audience, but I don't really talk about politics. But when it comes to this issue, this is something that is important to me. And creating a future where we have open-mindedness, and we can stop, or at least slow down, this creep into cyberpunk 2077. I want solar punk, a bright future with some electronics and some futuristic, but this slide into cyberpunk 2077 is kind of scary. Anyways, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little different. It's not as art related as usual. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a comment. I always read them. I always reply. Sometimes I reply a little slowly in case, I'm under the weather. Oh, and by the way, this is a character I just designing. This would be her android form, and then I'm gonna draw like her armored form. So yeah, still don't have a name for her. If you guys have an idea for a name, leave it in the comments. Also, I always forget to plug it in the videos, but check me out on Instagram. It's Art Sensei YT and then Art Sensei 86. Those two should lead to two different Instagrams, but they'll link to each other. I know it sounds dumb, but it was a weird thing that happened. My Instagram was hacked a while ago, and just recovering everything was kind of a pain. But you guys can definitely hit me up on there, and share with me, tag me in whatever you're working on. I'd love to see it, and love to give my input on it. I've also been featured on the Art Collective website, and I will link that hopefully in the community tab soon. I'm featured on there, and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of local artists, but it's hard to do stuff when I'm stuck at home. So I'm trying to, put my eggs in as many baskets as possible. But and also don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Anyways, you guys stay awesome, and remember, just be yourself and kind of get rid of the noise. You guys are better, and you know that you are the future. And even that's even going out to the older people. You're still the future, because when these old farts in the government are gone, it's time for, Gen X and millennials to step in, and hopefully what we've brought in from our experiences, we can make a change. Anyways, take care, everybody. And don't forget to keep it over 9,000.